Video time, eh, Kitty? Yoop!
It's no mow May, kitty, no mow May. Yoop! No mow May, yes it is. That means don't mow your lawn in May. Yoop! Oh my gosh, what a great songwriter. Ha! Ooh, caught me. I'm Cathy from Cathy's Chuckle Club. It's Fabulous Fun Friday again. Yoop! It's May. Can you imagine already? Double digits May. And there's a campaign. Like if you look at my grass, it maybe looks a little bit raggedy, a little long, and that's because it's No Mow May. It's a thing. No Mow May. Say that a few times fast. So on this episode, we're going to talk about the pollinators. They love the long grass, right? The dandelions, the creeping Charlie, the wild violets. All the spring flowers, so beautiful. Yeah, so on this episode, let's go on a tour of my garden. What can you do in the spring? It's still a little bit early in the northern hemisphere, in the colder climes, for planting all your vegetables, your delicates, right? But there is some things you can do, so I'm going to talk about what you can do. Let's take a meandering stroll through my garden. On the right, you'll see the bird spa. Should I say wildlife spa? The squirrels like it too. And on the left side here, you'll see bleeding hearts. Oh my gosh, I really love this. This is probably my favorite perennial. Look at little hearts, aren't they cute? So there's pink one, and then I have a little white one here. Well, it's the second year for that one. All right, here we go. So there's a thing you can, rather than just having what do you call it? Monocropping grass or whatever. Yoop, yes, it's true, Blue Jay. Okay, thank you. Yeah, instead of that, there's it's a campaign called Rewilding, and I'd like to show you my forest garden. We've lived here for 30 years, and this garden gets no sun, so we haven't done anything here. There's ferns, so you can see fiddleheads. These are the little fiddleheads. You can pick them. This is something you can eat. Look at free food. Look at that, right in my garden. And then they grow into big ferns. You can't eat them when they unfurl. You get them when they're small, and they're super nutritious. You steam them or you cook them. You got to cook them. Wash them and cook them. In this garden, look at this. So we got all kinds of things just growing, and it's not, not too weedy or whatever. It's just mostly like the ferns will take over, and it's really beautiful. Maybe I'll do another episode. And you see, these are lily of the valley. This is also no sun here, so we totally shade plants. Lily of the valley, and it's got a beautiful aroma, wonderful pearl-like flowers, and then it's so beautiful when they're all flowering in the forest. So scented. And there's a couple of hostas. They haven't really started to grow just yet. It's a little bit soon for them. Woo! Wow, fun. So, rewilding, just let it grow and see what happens. And you know what happens when you let it grow? You have better biodiversity. Let's see what else we can plant at this time of year. You follow me. So, there are non-native and invasive species. Are all non-natives invasive? No. So non-native, so invasives are like the garlic mustard. You've probably seen this one around. It's very prolific. The beautiful part about garlic mustard is it pulls out easy, and the leaves are edible. You can make garlic pesto. I've done it. Yum. Yoop. So I would pull those out every spring. I pull those out. No Mow May. So, but probably the pollinators like them. Dandelions. You love them or you hate them. I happen to love them. They're so beautiful. They're yellow flower, but some people really hate them. And they're edible too. The leaves, you can make wine, you can eat the flowers. The whole dandelion is edible. And the bees love it, and the pollinators love them. So no mow May, everybody. Leave your dandelions. Eat your garlic mustard. All right, get outside and do some earthing. In some parts of Canada, maybe North America, there's a saying that you shouldn't start planting your garden until after the long weekend in May, just to be sure there's not going to be any more frost. But something you can plant at this time is your beans and peas. And so look what happened. I sprouted these in my super simple sprouter. Yes, it's for more than just eating the sprouts. Get them started. And now I'm going to plant my bean garden. So let's do a bean planting exercise. So you can see this is the size of a children's pool. It's full of wonderful soil. I prepared it earlier. And actually there's I planted some beans and peas a couple of weeks ago because they don't mind the cold. They can start growing and they're not affected. Here we go. Yoop! So look at this. This is to protect the garden from squirrels and, well, maybe not squirrels because they can climb over. Whatever, it's somebody. And I've got little sticks. So there we go. I've got sticks that I'm going to mark where I'm going to break them in half so I'm more efficient with my sticks, but then they will decompose. And so you can see wherever there's sticks, I've already planted. So I'm just going to here's a stick. I'm going to start my next row here. And by the way, these seeds were all harvested from last year's crop that I saved. So you save seeds, and then you don't have to buy seeds every year. Isn't that great? And boop! So that's the peas all done. Let's scooch over here. Yoop! Continue, continue. Yoop, yoop, yoop. Oh, where did I go? See, you got to have a marker because otherwise you don't know where you were. Next one, blunk. Blunk, blunk, blunk. I'll just do one row and then, here we go. And I'm going to mark at that end too. So then I know at that side I've gone right across. That's what that will indicate to me. Here we go, blunk. And so I've got more to plant there, but I will do those off camera. I'm just going to get my little watering jug here. And of course, I have a rain barrel. So ha 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 ha, while we water the garden, yoop, ha 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 ha. Oh, gardening is such a beautiful thing. While I'm watering, you may have noticed that I have my bare feet on. Yes, I am earthing at the same time. I'm getting the beautiful energy from the earth. Yoop, ha 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 ha. Whee! Yes, earthing. You know, when we have shoes on, we're disconnected from the energy of the earth. So this is a wonderful way to get us grounded, get us connected again. Balance your energy. It helps you get out of stress. There are so many tips and tricks that we can do, folks. Woo, woo, woo. All right, it seemed really dry, so there we go. La, 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 la. So my bean garden, so the beans will grow, and they grow, I've got strings. I probably will add some more strings, but then they'll grab on and they climb up, and it's self-supporting. So really not too much to do here. So I'll continue that after. So those are some tips that you can do. So leave your lawn for a little bit longer anyway. And hostas, I did want to actually mention hostas before we move along. Hostas are beautiful shade plants. They grow in the sun as well. They love it in the shade, and they're edible. So you can eat your fiddleheads, the ferns, before they unfurl. Unfurl ferns. You can plant your beans and peas at this time. Garlic is coming up now, and oh, it's exciting times, folks. Yoop! All right, well, tune in again next week and see where we end up. Woo, woo, woo!